Hi everybody, good morning. It is Sunday, the Sacred Sunday message with my Oracle decks. If you are new here, my name is Suze. I work with women to help them find balance between their internal masculine and feminine energies so that they can have lives that feel really emotionally fulfilling, full of love and connection. So for Sacred Sunday, I have two Oracle decks I'm going to draw from, and hopefully this message will be a little bit shorter. I know last week my message was a little bit longer. However, thank you to those of you who left me comments and told me how deeply the message resonated and how relevant it was for you. I really appreciate hearing those kinds of comments of how my messages help and they resonate and how the timing is just so perfect. So I felt like today, taking from the Divine Feminine would be a really great thing for us to do today, just to have a Divine Feminine archetype figure of history to look to for the week of the Divine Feminine embodiment. The word embodiment seems to be a big one for me right now. And in fact, I have my bracelet here on today. This one is my bracelet that is a crystal that symbolizes the Divine Feminine and embodying that Divine Feminine energy. So clearly I'm really feeling into that. And then I also am going to pull from my Rose Oracle deck the idea of gardening. If you missed my videos last week, I started to talk about the mother wound, which is really the Divine Feminine wound, really the feminine wound. And I really was talking about the garden of your heart and the weeds that are blocking the love and blocking what you want. And I'm going to be expanding more on this. I have a lot of things coming through, a lot of thoughts around the idea of your inner garden, your heart being the inner garden. So I'm going to be expanding more on that. So I thought I'd pull from my Rose Oracle deck today. So first of all, from the Divine Feminine, thank you, Spirit, for being with us today. Please show us the message, the Divine Feminine, for us to embody today for this week. We had one fall on the floor. Where'd it go? There it is. This is crazy. This is crazy. I woke up this morning. This is no joke. I literally woke up this morning and had a thought about this Divine Feminine, myself specifically, and was journaling around this morning before I even got up out of my bed. This is nuts. Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene. There's a lot I could say there. The apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. If that is not the embodiment of the Divine Feminine, I don't know what is. I am fully human and I am fully divine. I absolutely love this. I also love that she's holding what looks like, it's almost like this ruby kind of egg. An egg. And it kind of makes me think, again, back to my gardening theme, almost like seeds, right? Eggs are kind of like seeds. What are the seeds you're planting right now? What are the seeds you're nurturing? What are the seeds you're protecting and focusing on growing this summer? I absolutely love this. Almost lost the book. Let me look in the book and I will read a couple little bits from the book of what exactly it has to say. Where is she? Mary Magdalene. Of course she is. She is number one, the first one in this book. She embodies the capacity we all have to merge with the soul and receive divine guidance through a love that never ends. When your soul selects her card, she represents the fierce, unwavering love that we all have access to within our own vulnerable hearts. Again, the garden of the heart. It's a love that renders all things sacred, from the animals to the angels, from the poorest to the most powerful. It's a love that sees the inherent worth of all things. And it's a love that remains even through the darkest times, even through death. Her love is the one that resurrects. This is incredible. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene relates that Jesus came to unite us, to demonstrate us a true human being, meaning a person who is both fully human and fully divine. This is what Mary became, and this is why she was so beloved to Jesus. She didn't seek to follow him. She sought instead to become her true self. Mary Magdalene reminds us that we have the power to receive vision from within. We are worthy of such proximity to the divine because that's the other half of what it means to be truly human. She reminds us that there's a bridge between heaven and earth and that we are that bridge. And she wants us to remember that the truest church we can ever enter is in the heart. This is where our true power rests and where love never ends. And here's the question to meditate on. Where has my love not yet reached? If any of you are on a divine counterpart path, that message is going to resonate and hit very, very deeply. I think we need to clear that out. Okay, Rose Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. What is the message you have? The guidance, the comfort, the reassurance, the validation for this week. I have 2 cards that are popping out here that I'm going to grab. Rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure, which is funny because for last Sunday's message, it was about embracing sensuality. So clearly this is still on the table for discussion. Sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. So how can you give more of those aspects to yourself this week? Ecstasy, pleasure, devotion. You know, I love the word devotion. If anyone's listened to me or read my post for any length of time, you know that I love saying devotion instead of discipline. Discipline is a very masculine word that has a lot of negative connotations that you hear the word discipline and a lot of us just go, ugh, inside. And so I love to soften it and bring it more into a feminine form of devotion. What am I devoted to? If I am totally devoted to something, I then therefore will be disciplined in what I do or I don't do to show my devotion, my commitment to that thing. So I love that, being more devoted to yourself and your path. And then I have this one, we are nature, becoming grounded, embodiment, living in connection. I was just talking about embodiment, living in connection. So I love this. It looks like she is meditating. It almost looks like she's laying down in a field. There are white and yellow flowers around her. I'm wearing white and yellow as well myself. I find that really interesting because the yellow to me feels a lot like Leo energy, and we're almost coming into Leo season shortly. Leo, sunshine, happiness, optimism, and then the white for the purity, the trust, the heart energy. I love that. And then she's almost wearing what looks like this blue dress for like tranquility, serenity, peace, calm, emotional energy. And then there's almost like this mirror of in her heart space of another woman. Do you see that? Totally relaxed and open, very goddessy, very divine, feminine. Her arms are upstretched above her. Her palms are facing upward to receive from the divine. Her heart space is wide open. I absolutely love that. There's so much symbolism happening there. So where do you need to relax so that you can open your heart? How can you become grounded so that you can respond to your life from a grounded place? That's a lot of this emotionality that I'm talking about in my other videos of recreating our emotional cycles to be more empowered and to be more in control of our emotions and using our emotions in the right way to empower ourselves into our higher selves. A lot of that takes grounding. Because the emotions can feel crazy and big and messy and chaotic and out of control and frantic and desperate. And the opposite of that is grounding. Finding safety and stability in grounding. It's actually making me think of a video I did. I will drop the link down in the description box below about connecting to your body and how for a lot of women connecting to your body may sound like a great thing, or you may intuitively know that is what you need to do, but it may be a bit of a struggle of how do I actually feel okay with it? Because I have issues with my body, right? Or I don't like something connecting with my body, making me think about my body, makes all this negative stuff bubble up. I have a video I'll drop it in the description box, that video connecting with your body that gives you really simple, practical ways and mindset shifts to help you connect back into your body, to ground back into your body, to find yourself, to stop avoiding yourself, to be in your own energy, to love yourself in your physical body, in your temple, your vessel, so that you can show up in your life in a much more empowered way. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for those who've been here with me. I hope you have a beautiful day. Sending much love for you as you go on through your week. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.